Good morning. It's Celeste. It's like 5:47 in the morning. It's just 5:47 in the morning. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not sleeping. I'm just not right now. I don't know why. I don't know if I even slept at all. Like, I think I was trying to. I think. What does that even mean? I think I was trying to. Does anyone else get mad? Like, angry? Like, it's 5:47 in the morning and I'm just mad at how, like, when girls do makeup, I'm mad that it's like they don't really have, like, yeah, you technically have like a right to do it however you want, right? But unless you do it exactly how whoever is like right next to you like wants you to do it, not that they're even with you when you do it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going throughout your entire day, it's like if you see anybody who like doesn't like the way you did it, like, they're probably gonna say something and they're probably gonna be like, that looks awful. It's worse the more you're friends with that person, the more they're like, actually, I don't like the shade of your, like, you know, like, they'll be like, actually, I don't like that you wore green eyeshadow today. Like, you probably should never do that again, or everybody's gonna hate you. Like, just to let you know, like, everyone's gonna hate you if you wear green eyeshadow ever again. And then you're like, you know what? The first time they say it, you're like, wow, maybe you're like just trying to help me. Like, maybe I just didn't realize, like, maybe green eyeshadow really doesn't look good, right? Like, but then like the next time they're like, oh, like, if you wear like red lipstick, like, nobody's ever gonna like you ever again. It's like, actually, I don't believe you, because I actually think this looks good. Like, I don't believe you this time. I think you're actually just making that up, like, you know. And then it's like, oh, they don't like the shape of your eyebrows. They're like, oh, like, let me, like, you know, like, change them for you. And then you're like, fine, maybe this person like actually just wants to like be nice, like, I'll let them do it. They just completely like ruin them, either intentionally or because they're fucking stupid and you were not and they were, or something, you know. Like, you want to know how many times as like a middle school kid, right? Like, you want to know how many times I got in so much trouble, like, with my mom, because I would just go to like a friend's house. They would be like, oh, like, I want to try like doing your eyebrows. Like, I actually want to just like tweeze your eyebrows. Instead, the friend just like grabs a pair of scissors and like cuts off your eyebrows. And you're like, you know what? Maybe they were trying to help me. Like, maybe this actually does look good. Like, I'm just gonna like pretend that I think it looks good because they were probably trying to help me, even though obviously they were not. Or maybe they were trying to, but they're just like the dumbest person on earth, right? So then I'm just gonna pretend to also be the dumbest person on earth, to be like, maybe they were trying to help me, like, maybe they're actually a good friend, like, trying to like have some hope for like humanity, right? Right. And then I would go home and get like grounded because I let them do that. And because like I go home and it's like the way I look is like still the most like important thing ever, right? But like, you know, like that didn't make sense. That didn't make sense. But also I was like 11 or 12, so like that didn't make sense either. Like, you know. Yeah, like, it's actually not my problem if other people don't. I mean, obviously, but like, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I feel like if you even if you're like 20 and you like go over to like your friend's house and you're a girl and you like, you put on like concealer that's like a shade that you wanted it to be, like, I don't know, like, you like blend it, you like whatever, they're still like, I actually hate you. Like, okay, you couldn't find another thing to make it based off of, so you decided to like pretend that my makeup didn't look good, or like, you decided to like pretend to be like helping in some way, and that's like your way of saying that you actually just hate me. Or like, you know, like I get it. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? There's also so many weird things about like just the like makeup world where it's like nothing's just for fun anymore, or like nothing's just for like enjoyment or what you actually like or what you actually enjoy anymore. Because if you try to put on, or not try, but like if you put on like eyeshadow or something, if you don't, I'm not talking about it being for like validation from like people, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like nothing is like allowed to be like for enjoyment anymore. Because the second you actually do like put on makeup, even if it actually looks good by like normal standards, if you don't know like the like professional words for like everything you're doing, and like you always have to have like a way to justify why you didn't like blend it a little bit more, even if you like the way it currently looks, because somebody's gonna walk up to you and be like, you know, like I like the color, but I just wish you understood how to like blend that. Or like, even if you did, like, I think that it's funny because in like the 2020s, right, it's like, it's one of those funny things where it's like guys will never understand, or like girls who don't wear makeup will never understand, or whatever, like how, not, it's not them who like caused that, but at all, but I'm saying like it's funny that like they won't understand the way that like women now are taught like you're not smart enough to be beautiful, right? Whereas like in the past it was kind of the mindset of like, oh, you don't have to be smart if you're beautiful, which people can say that's toxic and stuff, but now they're sold the vision of like you're not actually smart enough to be beautiful, which is like messed up on a completely different level that I don't think we even realize. Like, what do you mean you're not smart enough to be beautiful? So you're neither, like, you know, like you're not one or the other, you're either both or you're neither. Like, I don't think we realize how like crazy that is, how insane that is, how much it doesn't make any sense. I don't think we you know, I don't think we're getting that in society. Because you always have to be like, say you just think you're gonna like put on a shade of lipstick that you like, right? You step out the door, you're like, I think this is actually so normal. Someone walks up to you, they're like, why are you not wearing lip liner with that lipstick? It actually looks so awful. I bet you're not smart enough to even understand that that's like what you're supposed to do. There's not supposed to be rules, but like it's like there's like the like fake rules that you're supposed to follow, right? Like it doesn't actually make sense, but it's like anyone can walk up to you and be like, oh, you're not wearing a lip liner with that lipstick. Like, don't you understand that like I understand this is like an intelligence problem, but like you were supposed to, right? So it actually kind of does make you question at first. You're like, wait a minute, maybe I'm actually not smart enough to be like attractive at all. Like maybe I like didn't get it, like for real. Like the first few times that happens, you're like, wait a minute, maybe it's true. Like I'm one of those people that's like not smart enough to be like attractive. But like that doesn't make sense, right? But like it's like the weird storyline people are sold these days, I swear. And then you've got like 10-year-olds that are like you know, getting kind of brainwashed to think they need like skincare products when they're super young and whatever, and then everyone's like making fun of them, but it's like, you guys, the people who like, you know, the people who don't like that the 10-year-olds are like wearing makeup are the ones who actually like brainwashed them to think they need it, or like skincare products, right? Like, don't forget who taught them that like they need that, or they're not going to be like smart enough to like stay young when they get old, even though they're 10. But also maybe like staying young when you're actually old eventually, like maybe that's not an intelligence issue. Maybe we're actually just teaching people like the dumbest stuff ever, and everyone's confused and everyone's like stressed out by it. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Things I get angry at like almost 6 a.m. Anyway, I love you guys. That's literally all. Bye. I want to say one more thing. You guys are so fake. That right there is a spider, and none of you said anything. That's a spider. That's alive. I have to like kill it. None of you said anything. You're so fake for that. I'm gonna remember this forever.